Hey, what's going on, class? This is going to be the last video, the closeout video for spring 2019, 7314, your reference and reference sources class with your professor, Dr. Jace Austin. That's me. Hopefully you know that by now. If so, you've at least learned one thing in the class. We are at the end. The only thing that you pretty much have to do now is get those. If you have any outstanding discussion posts to do, if they are still available to you, go ahead and do them. And then also finish up that semester long project that I know you all have been working on all semester. The due date for that is May 9th, right? Yes, May 9th. You see that? You see that right there, May 9th. So try to get those done. And from there, you'll be pretty much done with the class. And this is my way of saying goodbye. You all have been a wonderful class. This it's it's I want to sing it so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, but I also don't want my teaching evaluations to be impacted by my horrible singing, so I am not going to do that. But what I am going to say is even though the class is over, as long as I'm here at Mizzou, I'm an ongoing resource to you, and I can still be a professional resource even beyond that. So, if you are looking for someone to sign off on a recommendation or something of that nature, get in touch with me. If you performed well in the class, then we can work something out. Also, a few other little tidbits or things that I want to leave you with. I know this is a work-intensive class, and I know that the videos sometimes can be long, and maybe they're not always exciting, but the complaint that you hear time and time again that you're gonna hear when you enter professional practice is people complaining that they really didn't learn anything about reference sources and such during library school. And I'm trying to avoid that. So showing off the databases and doing videos and things like that, that is a way for me to try to avoid some of that same criticism. Some of the things that I showed you all, it was for the sake of trying to get you all introduced and hopefully learning some things that you hadn't learned before. When you do your evaluation, if you want to comment on whether or not you think the videos were helpful, that would be appreciated. I'll take that feedback. I'm trying to craft the best class that I can here for 7314, but it's an ongoing process. Another thing that I would just kind of keep in your, that I'd like for you to just kind of keep in your minds, now that the class is pretty much over. One thing that I didn't show that you can find very easily on the web is if you want to learn more about how to conduct a reference interview. There are actually, just YouTube it, how to conduct a reference interview on YouTube, and you'll see quite a few results. I think the last time I did that, I saw at least a dozen results of videos that are from libraries and that were pretty helpful. So keep that in mind. There was no need for me to devote too much time to something that you could just very easily Google. So I just figured at the end of the class what I would do was recommend that you Google, look at some reference interactions on YouTube, and you've also already had an assignment for virtual reference, so you kind of got some practice there. And that's pretty much it. If you want to stay in touch with me, definitely LinkedIn is a good way to keep it professional. I am on Twitter. I do tweet a lot. I actually don't tweet just about libraries and information science. I tweet a lot about sports and some other things too. If you find me on Twitter, Soul City Sigma, it's all good. You can add me there. If you start following me, I'll probably start following you back, but probably just keep in mind that, like I said, I tweet a lot, and a lot of what I tweet is not about libraries. You'll probably end up learning a little more about me personally, and maybe I would learn more about you personally with mutual follow backs. And from there, just be on the lookout for additional classes that may be of interest to you. If you have interest in being a business librarian, I'm crafting a business reference course, and we'll be teaching that in the fall. And we'll build a little bit upon what we went over briefly in the, well, I shouldn't say briefly, but that hour-long video that I had. If you made it through that, we'll build upon some of those things. Hopefully we'll talk to some actual business librarians and things of that nature in sync classes and things like that, because I really enjoy bringing in guest speakers for you all when I have that opportunity, which I didn't have that opportunity for this class, but I did for my academic libraries class that I'm also teaching this semester. Students seem to respond very well to those, and it's always good to have a fresh perspective. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Again, I've enjoyed you guys. I know it's been a lot of work. I know that there's some give and take and everything. But at the end of the day, if you can make it through a work-intensive class, and if you can work with an instructor to accomplish your goals and missions, then it's going to mean you're going to be successful in the workforce. Whereas if you don't have that same type of resilience, then you may encounter some struggles in the workforce. So, that's one way that I try to have my students look at things. So having said that, go ahead and complete those in the semester projects, and if you have any outstanding work, you'll be hearing from me. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all. Virtual hugs and everything, and have a good summer. Peace.